shout out to Marquise Jackson on Twitter for tagging me in this post about this woman by the name of Ashli Babbitt. Now, if y'all remember, and it shouldn't take you that hard to remember because it just happened, with what happened at the Capitol, this past Wednesday, there was this woman who got shot and killed at the Capitol. Now, I didn't even bother watching the video. People sent it to me. I didn't watch it. I didn't feel like I just couldn't watch it. I just didn't want to watch it. And basically, she was shot and killed at the Capitol. I think they said 4 people died or something, but she was the one that they kept talking about the most. And they keep trying to make us feel some kind of sympathy for her. Listen, I don't feel a thing. I don't. I really, truly don't. And I think she used to be in the military as well. And right now they're debating on whether or not to give her the military type burial. You know how they usually do for military members and service members. I say don't give it to her. Because she just showed right there how much of a traitor she is to her nation with what she did. So I would say, no, don't give her that. Just bury her, put her in the incinerator and scatter her ashes. I don't care. Just do it and get it over with. I don't care either way. But the reason why I'm making this video is because the person who sent me this says, there was some more information about her, to dig deep about her. And I'm glad that, they put out information like that, because usually with people like that, with them, they just talk about it briefly and then they move on to the next topic. But according to this article I'm going to read to you from the New York Post that was posted on January 7, 2021, it says Ashli Babbitt was once hit with property destruction charges. And before I get into that, I actually saw a video of her today she went on the most extreme Karen minstrel rant I have ever seen. And she was driving in her car. I couldn't even make out half the stuff she was saying because she was yelling and you could barely make out what she was saying. It's like she should have came with closed captioning. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article and see what they're talking about. Ashli Babbitt, the pro-Trump rioter shot dead while trying to breach the barricaded House chambers, has been accused, then found not guilty of reckless endangerment, malicious destruction of property, and tampering with a car in 2016. The 14-year Air Force vet was prosecuted under her previous last name, McGinty, according to court documents from Calvert County, Maryland, where she lived at the time. And by the way, Calvert County is that area that's filled with palm-colored people. Those of us who live in PG County and Baltimore don't acknowledge Calvert County. I'll just put it like that. The Maryland public court records show police found probable cause for the string of charges, which are not described but were somehow connected to a traffic case. 2 restraining orders had also been issued at the time, but appear to be separate from the criminal case. In 2017, in February, another restraining order was issued against Babbitt, according to court records. No reason is given in the court records for any of the restraining orders. A petition for divorce was filed by Babbitt's then husband, Timothy McGinty, in 2018. Records also show the divorce was finalized in 2019. Phone calls to her lawyer on the 2016 criminal case were not immediately returned. So this woman just has a past filled with criminal behavior. Why am I not surprised? And then when you think about that, it lines up with, her going to the Capitol and everything like that. You can tell she just decided to live life on the wild side. And it could also be a thing, but I won't give her too much benefit of the doubt. It could be because of her military background. A lot of people go in the military and they come back and they act different. But then you have some people that go into the military one way and still act the same exact way when they get out. But I don't feel bad for her. I really don't. And it's crazy because I pulled up this picture of her and I told myself I was not going to see any video about, of her showing her being shot. But I don't see any video, but I'm seeing images, the person pointing the gun at her, the shattered glass, as well as her laid out on the floor. But I don't really count that. But yeah, I refuse to watch that. And I refuse to feel anything for this woman. You could pretty much tell what kind of person she was just by reading into her background. And then you're probably going to have a lot of palm-colored people going to come out and say, what does her background have to do with her being shot and killed? Let's keep that same energy Because y'all love to talk about black people when they get killed and bringing up their past that has nothing to do with why they were killed. I mean, think about it. With Trayvon Martin, y'all brought up him smoking weed, flipping the bird, getting suspended from school, which had nothing to do with what happened that night back in 2012. Y'all did the same thing with Mike Brown. And with any other black person that you can find and bring up their past, that's nothing to do with this. So I'm glad they brought this up. This is one time mainstream media actually gets it right when they dig into the past of these criminals, of this thugstress. You know what's so crazy? Speaking of thugs, I was actually shocked that someone in that Senate room on Wednesday actually had the nerve to say that word and refer that to them. I was shocked, and I'm generally not shocked about anything, but I forgot who it was. No, it was Mitch McConnell. I was shocked that one, it was said, and two, that he was the one that said it. But don't get it twisted. I still don't like his ventriloquist dummy looking ass. And he's a part of the reason as to why they did what they did. But I feel nothing for her. I don't feel nothing for any of those fools that was up there at that Capitol. Let them have their Neanderthalic Hunger Games. And may the odds not be in their favor. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, make sure you text my community number so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. And I will talk to you in the next one.